It is not the purpose of the writer to present a romance for the entertainment of lovers of fiction, nor to establish a theory to please the fancy of adherents of so-called theosophy, but simply to record events of historical fact, sustained by a powerful array of incontrovertible evidence as it comes to hand, testifying to the most wonderful phenomenon the world has any account of, a visitation known as the Bell Witch, believed at the time by many to have been of supernatural origin, which appeared in Robertson County, Tennessee, some 75 years ago, inflicting unendurable suffering on John Bell, the head of the family, and was said to have ended his life, and which also awakened a sensation that has lived through a generation. The writer is aware of the fact that the average person of today eschews the belief in the existence of witches, ghosts, and apparitions as a relic of past superstition and as a subject for ridicule. Nevertheless, spectators stalk the earth today just as they did hundreds of years ago, the only difference being that we now place a different interpretation upon them, calling them spirits, fantasies, psychic manifestations, etc., instead of ghosts and witches. And people who laugh at the superstition of our fathers only need be put to the test to prove this fact. However, this is not the place for moralizing, nor will the writer find any occasion for drawing on his imagination for a vivid description of goblins and devils incarnate, or for painting the revelry of unknown demons on a mission of torment, to make the hair stand on one's head, or cause the unregenerated to shun neglected graveyards. This part of the story is told by others who mingled with the familiar spirits, held conversation with the invisible, took part in their worship, participated in the ghost dances and midnight revelries, held councils with the spooks, witnessed the jack-o'-lantern performances, saw unshapely sights and horrifying transformations, and felt the warm blood curdle in their veins. The author only assumes to compile the data, formally presenting the history of the greatest of all mysteries, just as the matter is furnished to hand, written by William Bell, a member of the family some 56 years ago, together with other corroborative testimony by men and women of irreplaceable character and unquestionable veracity. It may be a strange story, never theirs it is authentic, not only as recorded by William Bell, but transmitted to the present generation of the surrounding country through family reminiscences of that most eventful and exciting period of the century, which set hundreds of people to investigating, including General Andrew Jackson, and is recognized in every household as a historical truth. No one denies or doubts the existence of witchcraft, etc., during the Dark Ages, and it may be accepted as equally true that just as enlightened Christianity has progressed, the deviltry of the past decades has kept pace with the advancement in transformations, assuming other forms and new channels for mystifying people, such as spiritual seances, mind reading, hypochondria, hypnotism, electrical phenomena, etc., to satisfy that innate theosophy of the human family, or idle desire to comprehend unrevealed mysteries of God and nature. However this may be, there is not one person in 1,000 who does not hold to some kind of superstition, and those most given to ridiculing the belief in witchcraft of past ages believe in omens, prognostics, dreams, and revelations. They carry a rabbit's foot or buckeye, keep a horseshoe over or under the door, see specters stalking around a table of 13, or could not be induced to start a journey or begin any work on Friday. And since people of the present day cannot explain the phenomena in spiritual manifestations, mind reading, electric wonders, etc., their ancestors may be excused for believing in witchcraft, inasmuch as they accepted the Bible for the guidance of their faith and believed all it says on this subject, as they did that pertaining to the soul's salvation, and sought to put away witchcraft, that Christianity might prevail. M. V. Ingram.